Testing. Testing. Good evening, everyone. It's been a little while since I streamed. I only was able to stream twice in the last 7 days. So we're going to do a little art tonight. And tonight, not taking requests, except maybe at the end if there's time. I've picked out a few characters because I want to practice drawing girls tonight. Girls are harder to draw than guy characters and animal characters, which is why I'm doing a theme night. In past streams, haven't done so well with them, so that's what tonight is about. Like I always say in these art streams, it's all about the practice. So let's get right into our first character. Let me go ahead and put up the info. The first character I'm going to draw is a character from the Bakugan show. Those of you who are familiar with this channel know that I sometimes play with Bakugan. I practice with Bakugan on my channel, so I'm going to draw Leah Venega. She's the only girl in the Awesome Ones, although there are other girl Bakugan trainers in the show. Leah is the Chaos trainer of the group, and she's the one who she's the one who works with Pegatrix, who is my favorite Bakugan character. So let's go ahead and get started. So, yeah. As the only main character girl in the show, Leah's pretty awesome. All the Awesome Ones are awesome. That's why they're called the Awesome Ones. I don't know what she gets up to in Season 2 and 3, because I haven't seen Season 2 or 3 yet. But in Season 1, there's a king of a small Europe... maybe it's Arabic. There's a king of a foreign country who wants to marry her. An actual king. So, she's pretty popular. And in the show, her mom is a news reporter. She's got a lot of shadow lines in her hair. I don't think I'm going to do shadow lines. And I've actually I've planned 6 different characters for tonight. And as is typical for me, I think I started her too low on the page and I'm going to cut off her feet again, just like I do with all my characters. That's become a running joke on my art streams. Alright, let's just draw some hairlines over on this side. Give the hair a little bit of texture. One of the cool things about Bakugan, the show, is that all the awesome ones are color coded with their appearance and character design to match the color of the Bakugan that they fight with, which I think is interesting. All right, let's do the face. And being an anime style show, the eyes are a lot more detailed than in Western animation shows. Anime is all about those big eyes. Yeah. Actually, anime eyes aren't that much different from the My Little Pony style eyes, with the extra detail and expression that goes into them. We're not drawing any ponies or animal characters tonight. Tonight's about practicing people. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, now for the outfit. where to begin with this outfit. Alright, I guess we can start with a little bit of a neck section. There's the back of the neck. Here's the front. And then she has little necklines. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of room for the legs again, just like I always do. But hey, you guys know me by now, so maybe we'll get to draw feet one time tonight. Alright, so she's got a tied up strap on the back of her outfit. Alright, we've done the little tie, so let's go ahead. She's got a hand going on here. And man, you know hands are one of my weak spots. Not bad for a hand. I usually do hands a lot worse, so. Still not a great hand, but I'm getting better. Yeah, legs are going to get cut off, for sure. I'm okay with that. Because when it comes to drawing people, most of the detail's in the face. That's what you really got to nail. And I may have drawn the sleeve way too thick. Yeah, the sleeve's too thick, but not a big deal. This is the warm-up picture after all. Not only that, but like I said, with people, it's all about getting the expressions in the face. This sleeve might be a bit too wide also. And then there's more fabric lines. Now let's draw the hand. In this hand, she has it at an awkward angle. Wow. That hand's worse than the other hand, but it's drawn at an awkward angle in the source, so whatever. Let's move on. She's got a few more fabric lines going on around the outfit. And then she's got this hexagon design. All right, that's good. Now let's draw her shorts. And then she's got texture lines on her shorts. There we go. And with the legs off the paper, that's all we get. She's got a nice little running pose in the source image. But hey, at least we got the face, right? That's what really matters. Alright. Let's get ready for the next image. Okay. The next image is going to be a character I've drawn before on the stream in another form. We're going to draw another Equestria girl. I actually did one last stream. Today we're going to draw the human version of Rarity. Equestria Girls is a My Little Pony spin-off where it's human versions of the pony characters. And Rarity is going to be the character we're drawing for our Equestria Girl today. Alright. One last look at Leah. And now let's start Rarity. And like I've said in a previous stream, if you can draw Rarity's hair, you can draw pretty much anything. And somehow as a human, her hair becomes even more complicated. This is the scene in the first Equestria Girls movie when they're singing the song to help the students vote for Twilight to beat Sunset Shimmer as the princess at the dance. It's the song that turned my brother into a brony. Long story about that one. But I can't tell the story and focus on drawing, so because it's that kind of story. Okay, now's as good a time as any to do the face. And of all the ponies, Rarity's got amongst the more difficult eyes. Well, the eyes are the same. It's the details in that are a little bit. Each pony has subtly different details in the eyelashes. And that translates to their human versions as well. And Rarity and Fluttershy are among the toughest in terms of their eyelash patterns. Hmm. Oh, there's supposed to be 4 on each side. Okay. The source has her with a very simply drawn mouth, but now let's work on getting the rest of her hair going on. She's got a lot more hair too, but we need to start drawing in the body in order to make the rest of the hair work. What do you know, her feet are probably going to be cut off as well. Like I said, my goal is to draw at least 1 pair of feet tonight. And this is a big dance sequence, so the poses are a little bit exaggerated. In this scene, everyone's wearing school spirit. It looks like sweatshirts. And then they put on pony ears and tail because that's their school mascot. It's a really fun musical number. That's one thing that My Little Pony and Equestria Girls did well, was the musical numbers. And the Canterlot logo, it's supposed to be a Canterlot High logo. Is supposed to be a horseshoe. It looks a bit like a sideways omega, though. Oh, we're at least getting down into skirt territory. We might be able to actually do a portion of the legs on this one. Legs are one thing that I don't get to practice regularly because I'm always cutting them off at the edge of the page. Let's see, I planned 6 characters for tonight. So I may actually go a little over 2 hours if they all take this long. But yeah, human characters generally take longer than animal characters. As long as I do all 6 characters, I'm okay with however long the stream goes. After all, there are some people who stream for 8 hours at a time. I don't know how they do it. Although I suppose that when I do my 50 follower Myst playthrough, that could go like 4 or 5 hours possibly, so we still gotta draw the back portion of her hair, her costume tail, and we gotta extend the legs to the end of the page. So we're not quite done with her. All right, legs. All right. So the next logical thing to draw is the costume tail and then the back portion of her hair. Alright, and now for the hair. Okay, there's her ear. So there's a big chunk of hair that comes off of the ear, the costume ear, and it goes behind her arm like this. It runs all the way down to the costume tail. And then later on in the movie, when they get the equestrian magic, whenever their magic activates, they actually grow pony ears and tails. Well, not tails, but their hair extends to tail length whenever their magic activates. Alright, now we gotta draw details in this portion of the hair. She's got a big curl coming around her hair like this. Which I'm actually trying to make sense of how the hair all fits together in the source image. But it says there's a curl here, so who am I to argue? And then there's a chunk of hair coming off. And actually, it says that there's a, like that. And then there's a hairline there. And then there's another loop of hair joining up with that one, coming off this side. Doesn't look quite right to me, the hair. Oh well. And then there's some more hairlines up here on this section. There's the headband. Okay. There's Equestria Girls Rarity. I'm going to go ahead and call this one done. Did I miss any obvious detail? It's too bad I keep cutting off the legs. She's got really nice boots. Anyway, let's see who's next in my queue. Ah, it's Disney Princess time. Because you knew I wasn't going to do a girl show without including a Disney princess. So, last stream I tried to draw Belle as she appears in the opening scene in the village. But it didn't go so well, so I want to give Belle another chance. But today I'll be drawing her in the princess dress. Alright, one last look at Rarity. And let's go ahead and get started with Belle. Belle's got some really complicated hair lines going on. Looks like Rarity's got some competition in the difficult hair department. Hmm. Yeah, this is some pretty complicated hair. I used to consider Rarity's being the benchmark for you can draw anything, but it might actually be Disney princess hair. Okay, it doesn't actually show anything going on with the hairlines in that section. So I'm just going to leave it. Now in this source image, she's actually sitting in the dress. So I don't think one of her feet is exposed in the source image. So you'll get to see at least 1 foot today. Because the way she's sitting, I doubt she'll go off the page. The mouth is where I screwed Belle up last time. Well, better than last time. Still not great. But hey, at least her mouth is getting better. Now, where to begin with this complicated body design? I guess she's got more hair coming around the back of her neck. There's still another hair curl even behind that, but we won't be able to draw that one until we draw her arms in. And she has a Alright, so she's got a little more hair going on back there. Okay, let's try and draw this body. Alright. I get the feeling that line was supposed to go out a little more. Oh well, as long as I make the dress look symmetrical. Oh, perspective and all that. Okay, not bad. Let's just finish drawing in the detailing on the upper bit of the body here. Now with the dress in place, we can draw the last few hair curls. And there's one more sweeping out like that. And that one's got a hairline. Okay, a little bit better than my previous bill. Still not perfect. Let's do body. And she's got the princess gloves, which will slightly simplify the way she has her hand. She's holding her hand. The way she has her hand posed, it'll be a little bit easier than the previous pictures, I think. I'll probably do a kazoo stream tomorrow because I do want to get some more kazoo practice in. Okay. Wow. Just as I was saying, her arm will be easy, I go and totally draw the lines out of proportion. Oh well. So now I have to draw. Wow, my. Either perspective is off in the source image or my lines are way off. Still, that's what practice is for. And in the source, she's holding a rose. So this is going to be my hardest hand to draw yet on the night. In my other bell picture from last week, I drew her holding a book. And in this picture, she's holding the rose. Both of them are iconic props to Belle. Yeah, that's the most awkward hand I've drawn all night, even compared with the other hand on this particular picture. But that's okay because Again, practice. When it comes to roses, sometimes you just have to draw random lines for the detail. That's good enough, I think. All right, dress time. All right, where to begin? There's hell of a lot of fabric lines here. Okay, so we got to draw in all the fabric lines from this top section of the dress first. I really like how they made the dress even more detailed when they did the live action remake. I know that the live action remakes are considered by many Disney animation fans to be controversial, but I happen to like the Beauty and the Beast one. They expanded a bit on the backstories, and it really helped the story, I think. We might cut off the dress at the edge of the page. But at least with this pose, we won't technically be cutting off legs, because there are no legs in the pose to begin with. Alright, now for this ribbon section, we need to draw in all the fabric lines. Now for the section under the ribbony bits. So yeah, we do run the dress off the edge of the page. And you know what? I'm going to position the runoff such that I don't have to draw that foot. That's cheating a little bit, I know, but we're almost done with this picture. So let's get this one done so we can move on to the next one. I've already been streaming an hour, and I still have 3 more pictures to do. Alright. Just a little bit of a lace bit at the bottom of the dress. And a hint of a shoe line. Yeah, I'm not the best at drawing princess dresses yet, but that's another thing that comes with practice. All right. I'll consider Belle done. And before I get into my fourth picture, I'm actually going to take a very quick bio break. So I'll leave Belle up for you to look at. And I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. And for our fourth picture, I'm actually going to do something a little bit different. Not a human this time, technically, but a Daedric creature from Morrowind. Those of you who have seen my Morrowind streams know about my army of Daedric bodyguards, the Winged Twilights. And I am going to try and draw one of them right now. All right, last look at Belle. I'm glad with this stream that I got to incorporate the other things that I do on stream. Like, for example, the Winged Twilight. Now, being the source image I have is kind of low res, so Um, I may have to take some liberties with some of the details. Of all the girls chosen for today's stream, this one's probably the least pretty. Because she is kind of a demon monster kind of thing. But still, among the prettier of the Daedra creatures, a lot of them are just animal-like. But you've also got Dremora, which is like the male equivalent, except they don't have wings. And there's the Golden Saints, which are other Lady Daedra, which also don't have wings. They have these weird ponytail things that come down. And I can make out some hairlines in the texture. That's good enough for the hair. Okay, she's not supposed to be smiling. Oh, that face is a little creepy, but that's okay because she's supposed to be a monster, so. This is about as risque a character as we get on today's stream. She has what looks to be a scale bra thing going on. I'm going to approximate these alien textures as much as I can, but she has some kind of highlighting going on thing over here as well. This is probably the most difficult picture on my queue for tonight. I mean, I know I said if you can draw Rarity's hair, you can draw anything. But that's just one part of Rarity. And the rest of Rarity is pretty standard cartoon girl shaping. So the hair is the only really big deal part on her. Whereas this, the whole thing is complex. This is the only non-human we're doing on stream tonight. I mean, I might take requests at the end if I'm not too tired. But given who my last two characters are, that's probably unlikely, realistically. Okay, there's one wing. The other wing is in an awkward pose. Let's see if I can pull it off. Okay. She's also got a tail that I gotta draw behind the swing before I get into her. Looks like talon legs. So I've got to draw the upper section of the arm going into the hand here. And then the first piece of web, and then I can draw the top section of the tail. Alright, got to draw the rest of this wing now. Wow. This wing is in all sorts of awkward angles. Let's try and draw some texture on now. Did I just do that? I just drew a texture line outside of the body. Actually, I gotta draw the base of the tail. That texture line is going to end up back inside the body. I have to improvise a bit because I messed up some of the lines. Alright, there's the tail, there's the wing. Hey, they may not be human feet, but I can actually draw feet this time. If I had to describe the winged Twilight in reference to existing well-known fantasy creatures, I'd say it's probably most similar to a harpy. But that's open for interpretation. And there are claws. These are claws. And then she has a darker part of the texture here in her torso. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and call this wing Twilight complete. It's not perfect, but hey, it looks evil. It looks devilish. It's kind of what we were going for. At the very least, it looks a bit creepy. We'll leave it up till I change over. Alright. Picture number 5. We are going to draw a Star Wars character. Because, hey, that's another one of my big fandoms. Specifically the Clone Wars. We're going to draw a Mandalorian character who first appeared in Clone Wars and then appeared in Mandalorian Season 2. Her name is Bo-Katan Kryze, and she's a Mandalorian. Notice that with each picture I chose tonight, I'm trying different types of outfits. See what works, what I need to work on. And actually, Bo-Katan has the easiest hair of all the characters that I'm doing tonight, so you always gotta pick one character with easy hair to give you a break from all the characters with complicated hair. I didn't draw that evenly, but that's okay, because there's actually detail lines on it right there, so. Alright, there's enough to finish the head with now. Now a couple of hairlines. I do really enjoy The Mandalorian. Okay, in the source image, her eyes aren't very detailed. I'll do my best. Unlike other cartoon characters in the Star Wars cartoons, they went for a more realistic look with the eyes, so they're not big and exaggerated, except in the case of a few characters. And yeah, she doesn't smile. She's an action girl. Alright, now for the body. I drew a Stormtrooper armor on my last stream. That's the closest I've done to doing actual Mandalorian armor. But Mandalorian armor is so much more complex than Stormtrooper armor. I mean, armor is armor, but in Star Wars, some armor styles are more detailed than others. When doing Mandalorians, it's a matter of doing all the individual armor panels and hoping you line them all up correctly. But hey, if I can draw this picture, and that means that someday I'll actually be doing Boba Fett and Din Djarin. So there's that. But tonight was a girls' night, so I was also thinking about doing Sabine, but I couldn't find a source image. I mean, there were plenty of source images for her, but not one that wouldn't have been too difficult. When it comes to Mandalorians, they're all action people, including the girls. There's some kind of insignia on her shoulder, but it's viewed from the side, so I can't quite make it out. That's a little bit that's visible, though. Okay. Wow. I drew the shoulder plates uneven. But this is it. But yeah, art streams wouldn't be fun if I was choosing only easy characters. I don't even know where to begin with the lower part of the body on this one. Guess I'll start with the arms and the belt area. Wow. I drew that whole thing too narrow. She has some kind of arm guard thing going on here. It's not the best Mando helmet out there, not by a long shot. But hey, that's what practice is for. This is my first time drawing a Mando helmet. And she's got insignias on her helmet. She's from a special group of Mandalorians. Okay. Let's finish drawing this arm guard here. And then some texture detail lines. Proportions are all sorts of messed up on this picture. Oh well. Let's do the other arm. When it comes to Mandalorian ladies, I'm not sure who I like better. Sabine and Bo-Katan are both pretty cool. Now I'm going to try and draw this utility belt thing she's got going. Pretty standard fare for Mandalorians. In fact, many space warriors have a utility belt in the Star Wars galaxy. It's pretty standard gear. And now I can fill in the edges of the bodysuit around the armor plates now that the belt is in place. All right. It could have been better, but it could have gone a lot worse. I'm okay with this. I'm not very good with mechanically looking pictures. Part of the reason why I chose a Stormtrooper armor on the last draw and a Mandalorian armor for this session. So yeah. Hey, I may have left room to actually get to her legs. We'll see in a few minutes. Okay. We're going to get most of the legs, but I think we're going to cut off before the feet. It's pretty close. Yeah, lower leg plates are going to get cut off. So we're just going to miss the feet. Proportions are completely messed up on her, but that's okay. That's why we have practice. If I was a perfect artist who only drew perfect lines, I wouldn't be doing a Twitch art show. I would probably be at an actual art show trying to sell these sketches. The legs are totally misproportioned there. In fact, her whole body is misproportioned, but that's okay. My first attempt at a Mandalorian character. Alright, there's one picture left. And given how complex this particular character is, I've got half a mind to can it and call it a night early. But no. No. A few weeks ago, in one of my sketch streams, I drew an angel boy named Pit from Kid Icarus, a Nintendo series. And today, I'm going to draw his manager, the goddess of Skyworld herself, Palutena. And this will probably be my finale for the night, because this will take us over 2 hours for the stream. Alright, let's get into it. She's got a gold flowery crown. Which is what I'm trying to do right now. And the top of her hair goes around the crown like that. Or I should say the crown goes around the top of her hair. Like Pit, this one will take a while. But maybe not as long. Well, maybe. She's got a heck of a lot of detail going on. And I mean a lot of detail. Yeah, she may take as long as Pitt. There's a reason I saved her as the finale for the night. My hand's also getting tired. So yeah, this picture is going to be the finale for tonight. I drew her nose a little bit too big. Oh well. And then she's got a little strand of hair going down below her face like that. And then one on the other side as well. And she's got a lot more hair than that as well, but we gotta draw on some of the body detail first because that all goes behind. She's got a lot of bling going on. Trying to make sense of the pattern lines on this. She's got the sun pattern necklace. And with that, the top part of her jewelry is done. Now, let's see. Looks like her dress starts to come down behind the necklace, like so. I may have drawn that a bit too long, but let's see. I messed up her face a little bit too. The real Palutena is gorgeous. Well, she'll look better once I fill in all her hair. And then she's got some fabric lines around the top of her. And then let's start drawing in this belt. I'm off to a relatively decent start with her. Could be better, but could be worse. Could be a lot worse, and it's not, so. Okay. There's enough context there to start on the back arm, I think. She's got this bracer on. And then this big, huge piece of armor down here. And then she's got rings on the bracer. I mean, I've left enough room for her staff. We'll see. There I go with the awkward hands again. And then she has this big, huge staff. And the staff is actually longer than this, but I can't draw the bottom part till I start working on the lower part of the picture. I need to see how the lines are going to go down there. The staff is supposed to be closer to her. Oh well. Alright, and over on this side of her, the detail is dominated by a large shield. Palutena is inspired by a combination of several Greek goddesses, including Aphrodite, Athena, a couple others. And then behind the shield, she's got what looks like a bird feather pattern pauldron going on. The Kid Icarus characters always have a lot of detail. I might try out Viridia. Viridia, I think her design is a little bit simpler than some of the others. She probably would have been a better choice for tonight, really, honestly. But and I do not draw this hand going down enough, but that's okay. At least this hand is open. Another awkward hand. Note to self, work on hands. Let's just draw a line because I didn't draw enough definition for the arm. Well, that amounts to what would be considered a very skinny arm. Okay, She has a second belt coming down under the first. This one has what looks like golden plant shapes on it. Here's a leaf. Here's some more leaves. There's a leaf. And there's a little curlicue thing. Wow, she's got a lot of bling. Like Pit, she's a bit over-designed, but she looks cool. All right, now let's start drawing the bottom of the dress. And what you know, her legs are going to get cut off. But that's really okay with me because I am getting tired. So we'll finish her dress. And then we got to draw the bottom of the staff and the back of her hair. And then she has another section of the dress coming off like this. And then below that, there's another layer of fabric which comes down like this and it's going to run off the page. And that layer of fabric is actually open. And there's another bit coming down the ribbon like this. And there's some detailing on the bottom flaps of the outer dress as well. And we gotta at least draw the top of the leg shape. So, and she's got mismatched legs, it looks like, because there's a stocking on one leg and the other leg is bare. They go down into matching shoes, though. Let me draw the top of her anklet. All right. And then get the higher up on the flat. You can see the top of the stocking design. And some fabric lines. I never noticed that her legs weren't symmetric before. Of course, when you're in the heat of playing the game, you're focused on the action. Just draw this side of the dress now. And then the top of the patterning here. And some more of the ribboning down here. And some fabric lines. Now, staff. That could have gone a lot straighter. So what's left is to finish her hair. Oh boy. We'll start with, there's a section of hair up here coming down behind her neck. Okay, rarity is not the benchmark anymore. If you can draw Palutena's hair, you can draw anything. I may take some liberties with this. There's just too much detail in this hair. And then she's got hair coming down behind the arm. And her hair is a pretty shade of green. I've always liked her hair. Alright. I think that's enough hair. Oh, I forgot eyebrows. Okay, there's Palutena, goddess of Sky World. Not the best picture of her, but certainly not the worst. There were plenty of places this could go wrong, and some places it did, but it's okay. Alright, let's do my recap, and then I'll find someone to raid. Let me go ahead and knock out. Reset these. Okay. Recap time. We started tonight with Leah Venega from Bakugan. Then we drew Rarity from Equestria Girls, the helping Twilight win the crown scene. And then we did Belle. And then a Winged Twilight from Morrowind. And a Winged Twilight's actually appear in some of the other Elder Scroll games as well. And then Bo-Katan Cries from Star Wars. And we finished tonight with Palutena from Kid Icarus. And with that, let's go ahead and find someone to raid. Who's on? Ooh, there's some nice choices for raid tonight. 5 of the musicians I watch are... Derium is on too, and he's one of the guys who originally inspired me to be a streamer, but I haven't watched him in so many months. Because of what's going on with the whole Pokemon card mess and all that, I haven't really been following him. You know what? Music. But who? Okay, there's 6 different musicians on that I follow, and I'm having indecision. So... I'm gonna roll a die. Random.org. I'm gonna randomize who we go to, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different musicians I follow, all online right now. Alright, give me a moment. I'm setting up a randomizer. The other night, I follow like 20 musicians. The other night, none of them were online. And tonight, half of them are online. Or a significant portion. It's not quite half. All right, the randomizer is set up. Okay. The randomizer just spit them out in reverse the order I typed them. Well, that musician is out. They've got 300 viewers. We're going to go for someone a little smaller. If we're going based on number of viewers, yeah, the randomizer keeps not being truly random. So we're just going to rate Laura Wiley piano. She's the musician from this list who has the least number of viewers right now. But she's really good, so let's go check out her show. All right, we're setting up for the raid now. All right, we're ready to go. Have a good night, everyone. I'll probably do another show tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then I'll probably be on Friday. Not sure what I'll be doing. It'll be a surprise, much like tonight was. I'll see you soon. Have a good night.
Elizabeth, Mark was coughing too. I wonder if he got the same thing I did. Because everyone I know that's vaccinated has stopped wearing masks. And I picked up a cold. Wouldn't you know it?